Is this postseason baseball? Is baseball in April? Yes, it's still April. Supposed to be this stressful. Wow, what a debut for Joey Loperfido. We'll go ahead and go deeper into this Jose Abreu thing. And what a walk-off. The Astros finally do something in extra innings. We'll talk about this and more on a special Locked On Astros podcast.
Jainer Diaz, this is Locked On Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chancey.
If this is not a sign for what this season's going to be like, you have veins of steel. This game was very stressful, and I know the season has been really stressful, but we are Locked On Houston Astros podcast, and we are Locked On Houston Astros, and we hope that you join us for a daily Locked On Astros podcast. My name is Eric Huysman. You can find me on X at Eric Talks Stros. You can find the show at Locked On Astros, your team every day, sometimes twice a day. And Brett's so pumped about it. He's at the game. He wants to do a full show when he gets home. And so I'm just going to come on here just to say, what's up, people? Are you excited about this game? Are you excited about the Astros on a 3-game winning streak? And the Astros made a move for Jose Abreu to go down to get some work at the minor league camp. And apparently he's not even going to really face, he's just going to be working with kind of some of the coaches down there and just see what's good down there. But let's focus on this game first. Hunter Brown, dude, can you stop giving up runs in the first inning? Another 3 runs in the first inning. And when he gave up the runs in the 6th inning, this was the first time all year he's given up runs that wasn't in the first inning. And Hunter Brown looked so dominant for the rest of the game in between the 1st and 6th inning. And then I don't know if Joe Espada should have left him in there to face that extra to face the Guardians a 3rd time around, but he did. Joe Espada, a rookie mistake. He missed. I don't know what they're doing. Were they looking at analytics or something? But there is a foul ball that clearly was a foul ball. It literally bounced away off the knob of the hitter, but they called it a ball. And Jainer Diaz did not say anything. The umpire didn't say anything. And so the Astros bench only had so much time to challenge that. And because they took too long to challenge that, the Astros lost their right to challenge that. And so that's a very rookie mistake there. They should have done something to do that. So, and then that led to some more pitches. Rafael Montero ended up walking that batter, I believe. And then he allowed that 3-run homer to tie the game. Then you have Brian Abreu come in. He got into some trouble. I believe the bases were loaded, but then he turned on the octane. He went out there and throwing 98 miles per hour. You see the fire in this team for the first time. Yes, you don't want to see Hunter Brown and Rafael Montero doing what they did, but we had so much good that happened in this game. So much good. And I don't want to focus too much on the bad, but Joey Loperfido, he got not only did he get a hit in his first game, he got a 2-run single. So he joins a list of only 7 Astros in the history of the Astros franchise to get 2+ RBIs. And so he did a good job. You could tell, he's going to strike out a lot, and he's like Jose Altuve. He's going to swing at the first pitch. So you better not throw him something he can hit first pitch because he's going to crush it. And I can see that the first ball he hit was a line drive right to the center fielder. But you can tell that he's not afraid of this. He's not scared. He's ready to go out there, and he's ready to take care of left field, center field, first base, wherever you want to put him. He's going to go out there. He looks confident. And so I think that he looks like he deserves to be on this team. So I think that Joey Loperfido was the right move. And the reason why a lot of teams are bringing up their prospects. You're seeing that Black is coming up with the Brewers. Skeens came up with the Pirates. Is that if teams wait until April 28th, you get the 7th year of control. If you wait till the Super 2 deadline, you get the extra year arbitration. So that's why a lot of teams wait till April 28th, and some teams wait till the Super 2 deadline. So the Astros decided that they can't wait that long. The time to win now, the time to do the shakeup is now. And we have a 3-game winning streak. With all the crap that's happened this year and all the bad umpiring, I'm normally not one of those umpires make bad calls, but that was some bad calls today. Josh Hader had 2 strikeouts in that inning. 2 strikeouts. But unfortunately, they were called balls because the umpire, I don't know. Like the umpire, like at third base was not calling some check swings. And it felt like everything was going against the Astros in this game. But for the first time this season, they didn't buckle. They showed that fire. And guess what? Alex Bregman, he had a long at bat in his first at bat today. And he saw a lot of pitches from Carrasco. And he almost hit that home run. It was a foul ball that hit the wall, left field. And I'm like, you know what? Next time he comes up, I was doing the PSF for a little bit today. And I was like, next time he comes up, he's going to hit a home run. And I was like, yes, Alex Bregman is back. I don't know if it's him batting second, if he feels more comfortable. But we saw a lot of better swings with him when in his time in Mexico. In fact, this was the second hardest hit ball he's had all year. The first one was 107 in Mexico City. I think it was a single. This one was 104, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to pull up my notes. I was so excited about doing the show, I didn't pull up my notes before I came on. But it was a blast. And it was something that Alex Bregman did. And you know what he did? He went out there and he did his little swag walk. You know how much he needed to do this. Yes, I've always defended Bregman because I know what type of player he is. And I know he's going to break out of it. I trust Alex Bregman more than I trust Jose Altuve. I mean, not Altuve. Sorry, Abreu. I take that back. I trust Altuve. I don't trust Abreu right now. And Abreu's going down to the West Palm Beach to work on his timing. He's working on things. And we'll talk about that later. I'm sure Brett's going to talk about that when he does his show in a little bit. But Bregman's home run, you ready for this? Was the 3rd home run this year with runners on in scoring position. Did you hear that? The Astros have had 33 home runs this year. Only 3 of them, 3 of them have been with runners in scoring position. They have hit a lot of solo home runs this year, or somebody's been at first base. We've seen some great steps. The Astros scored 8 runs. John Singleton, I said it in the podcast I did earlier. I said that he was going to hit 3 home runs. 3 home runs was a little bit too much. I know that was a little bit too much for me to say, but I think John Singleton's feeling it. Okay, first base is mine. It's not yours, John Singleton, but if you want to feel that way, if you're going to go out there and hit a home run, do that. You're going to be back in the lineup tomorrow. You're not going to be benched. You had even your outs were hard hit today. So yes, Bregman's. I think the only time that Bregman has not hit a home run in April was in 2017. And so he cannot say that he did not hit a home run in April because he did. So, but Singleton hitting that home run says a lot. I don't know if he's the answer at first base, but he looks pretty good. I think that the Astros just they look like a much different team. They've got this fire. They've got this drive. They've just got this, you feel like you can trust these guys. And even when Brian Abreu got into some trouble, he didn't buckle. He just put an extra gear in and was throwing 98 miles per hour heat. Josh Hader, we'll talk about him in a second. He didn't do great, but he got the job done and sort of in a way, but he was technically the winning pitcher. So we'll talk about that in a second. But guys, thank you for making Locked On Astros podcast your first listen every day. Make sure you go and subscribe to us and make us your first listen on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out the Locked On Astros podcast. Hey guys, let's talk about DoorDash. I actually ended up cooking earlier, but DoorDash is the option if you don't want to get out of your house. If you're watching the Astros game and it's not just about food, it's about whatever you want. If you want to send something to your mom for Mother's Day, you can do so using DoorDash. Surprise her wherever you are with fresh bouquets, the latest technology, gift cards, self-care treats, whatever you want. It's never too late to show your mother some love on Mother's Day with DoorDash. Surprise your mom with flowers, gadgets, and whatever you need delivered right to her place, so she doesn't have to go. I'm sure it'd be nice if you go actually see her, but if she's too far away where traveling is not an option, DoorDash is another way. So get all your Mother's Day gifts all in one place. Get 50% off your next order, up to $15 when you spend $15 on your next flower, convenience, grocery, or retail order now with Locked On MLB. That's Locked On MLB. Order using DoorDash.com. Terms do apply. And guys, let's go and talk about FanDuel. FanDuel is what you need to do if a lot of people are betting against the Astros right now. And I heard that the Dodgers had a lot of buzzers installed in Arizona right now to kind of help them win. Not that they need help winning, but it's playoff time with NBA and NHL. Baseball's in full swing, and FanDuel is the place you need to be. Where is LeBron James going to play next year? Is he going to go back to the Lakers? Is Bronny going to be drafted to play with the Lakers? There's so much that's going on. So right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $150 if win or lose. Bet on everything from slap shots to home runs to slam dunks to runs that Hader gives up in extra innings. All that in an app that's safe, secure, and easy to use. What are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon and make your first bet an automatic win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Hey guys, thank you for making Locked On Astros podcast your first listen every day. I know I did podcasts earlier, and make sure you go and check out Michael Connor. He does a great job with the Locked On Astros postcast. He's probably going on right now talking about today's game, but I wanted to give y'all a chance to talk about today's game. This was great, and there's just a lot of great stuff that happened. So if you're not here earlier, we did talk about how the Astros got here. So we know that Joel Kuhnel, the reliever, he was DFA'd to open the roster spot for Joey Loperfido. And then you had Greg Kessinger, who's going on IL with a shoulder soreness. And so he's going to be on IL for a little bit. So that opened up the spot on 26-man roster. So the Astros were playing a man short today. So Victor Caratini, I think you had probably one other player on the bench, maybe two other players. But the Astros are playing one player short because Jose Abreu is already on the way to Florida to go ahead and work on his timing. But if you're looking at what's going on with who's coming up, the Astros do have to call somebody up. And Trey Cabbage was in the Space Cowboys lineup today. He was scratched. And that means that he's likely going to be the guy coming up. And it makes sense because he was with the Astros in Mexico City. A lot of people have been questioning that. Well, I thought he had to be down 10 days because he played with the Astros. That's if it was like a regular situation. But that was a kind of special situation where the Astros had permission to bring up an extra 27th man and send him back down. So the Astros have permission to bring him back up. So Trey Cabbage is probably going to get some playing time at first base, probably some playing time at DH, probably some playing time in the outfield. So we'll see how Espada works everything out. So we know that Singleton had a good game. So I think that we'll see we'll see what's going to happen with first base. First base is going to be kind of a revolving door. I don't know if Joey Loperfido is going to be part of it. Dana Brown said that they want to get him some looks there, but not right away. They wanted him to be at his natural position, which is the outfield. So Joey Loperfido will get some looks, maybe in a blowout game or something like that. I'm guessing, or they'll maybe with a fly ball pitcher, maybe either when Javier comes back or maybe Justin Verlander, they might put him at first base with a fly ball pitcher. That's just my thoughts. But I think that Joe Espada already has some thoughts about how to get him in at first base. But for right now, with Chas McCormick kind of on the IL, he's not on the IL, take that back. For him kind of day to day right now with a hamstring soreness, I think that he is, I think you can see Loperfido play mostly every day anyway. Joe Espada confirmed that. He said that he didn't come up to sit on the bench. And so I think that we're going to see Loperfido play, I would say, 90% of the games while he's up here. So he looks like a kid that belongs. He looks like a kid that is a natural. And so I think that to expect that him to be Jordan Alvarez or something like that, I don't think that's fair. I think that maybe doing him like maybe Chas McCormick, like that type of player. So if we see that type of impact. So yes, Chris, I still have your Kate Upton here. So I'll get that back to you soon. But yes, so I know that a lot of stuff happened good in this game. You had Alex Bregman with a home run. You had him with some good swings, and you had him with some bad swings. The Astros overall, they had 12 hits. They had 10 RBIs. With runners in scoring position, they were 5 for 11. That's a lot better than they've been doing. At first, I thought it was going to be 8 runs was not enough, but thank God for Victor Caratini. The Astros have played 4 extra inning games. This is the first time all season the Astros have scored that Rob Manfred runner at second base. And it took a home run that barely cleared the fence. But I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a great win. That's up. So that was great. When the ball went up, I didn't think it was a home run. I thought he was going to catch it, but then it kept on climbing. It kept on climbing, and then it went over. And I'm like, oh crap, the Astros just win. I need to go ahead and change my title, because at first it was going to be 8 runs is not enough. And so 8 runs wasn't enough at first because the bullpen blew it. But Victor Caratini with runners in scoring position, he's been gold so far. And the Astros, they seem like they're a different team. They have different fire. And I think we're going to see a much better team from this point on. So are you excited? Are you still a little hesitant? Are you still a little bit worried about them? And by the way, if you haven't heard, the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, they were delayed about 2 hours because of bees behind the home plate, and the beekeeper went out and got that taken care of, and the beekeeper got to throw out the first pitch of the game. So he's the hero. So the big thing also, Josh Hader went 2 innings. This is the first time that he's thrown multiple innings since I want to say it was August of 2020. Yeah, August 14th of 2020. So Josh Hader for years said, no, I will not throw extra innings, more than 1 innings. But he did it today because the Astros really don't have the arms. You can tell the Guardians, they have a good bullpen. I told y'all yesterday that the Guardians have one of the best bullpens in baseball. And so we saw that. They have different looks. They had guys that throw sidearm, the guys that throw funky. So it's hard to hit them. And Alvarez struggled a little bit today. But thankfully, some other guys did. And Singleton getting that home run. I think Alex Bregman, he's seen the ball a lot better. He's making better contact. Yes, he only got 1 hit in the game, but it was a big hit, 3-run homer at the time. So anyway, so guys, I'm excited about this. I'm I don't know. I'm just at loss for words at what I just saw Victor Caratini doing this. So, yeah, this John says, live loud. Where is it? Live loud and be locked on and proud is Locked On Astros. Yes. So I wanted to do this little podcast real quick. I've already talked about the Jose Abreu situation. Props to him for doing what he did. He took the step down and he's going to go work on things. How long? We don't know. But at least we know somebody is here. And this is the first home run that's been hit by Astros first baseman all year. Let that sink in. Can you imagine that? So the Astros first basemen have been a negative all year. So now it's John Singleton. I don't know if he's the answer. I don't know if Trey Cabbage is the answer. Joe Espada has got to the next 2-3 weeks to decide who's going to play first base. But John Singleton is the first guy to say, hey, coach, put me in. He scored 2 runs today. He had a walk. He was hitting the ball really hard. You had Jake Myers, who got hit, but then it apparently didn't really hit him. Then he struck out really right away. Altuve does what he does. Tucker was on base almost every time. He was on base 4 out of 5 times in this game. So there's a lot of great things to say about this game in particular. But the main thing is that Bregman and John Singleton, they broke their home run slumps. Will this be the start of something? Who knows? I know that Bregman's been hitting a lot better since he's been moved up to the 2-hole. The bullpen, it's still scary. I'm not going to blame Josh Hader for that run in the 10th inning. I hate that stupid rule. I know it ended up helping the Astros, but it hurts the Astros more times than others. Montero, this is the first time that he's shown kind of glimpses of the 2022 Rafael Montero. Otherwise, he's been lights out. But Hunter Brown, you've got to do something about the first inning. You're not going to – you have Christian Javier coming back soon. If Spencer Arrighetti outpitches you on Thursday, you could be going down to AAA. So Hunter Brown, you've been put on notice. You looked really good 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning, 5th inning. Then Espada brought you out for the 6th inning. So umpires almost blew this game for the Astros, but the Astros did what they're supposed to do, and they got it done. So I don't know what else to say. So let's go ahead and talk about – I'll go ahead and put some of y'all's comments. Is Brett trying to text while he's driving? Yeah, Brett, just drive. So Brett was at the game, and he did a live post game now there. So go and put your stuff up here. I'm excited about this game. The Astros did everything they needed to do in this game. I wish they would have protected that 5-run lead. They got to do better with that. The middle innings is still an issue. The back 3 of the bullpen, you're paying a lot of money for. You still got to work on that. But overall, this is a team win. Victor Caratini saved Joe Espada, because I think that if that was a foul ball and you didn't have the bases loaded for Rafael Montero and our runners on when they allowed that 3-run homer, this would be a different ball game. So rookie mistakes by manager, you're going to have it. Also rookie mistakes by, I know he's not a rookie, but Yainer Diaz, he's right there. He had to have heard that ball hit the knob. So other than that, you can't say too much more about this game. Pitching was terrible. Offense did the job. And Josh Hader got the job done. 2 innings, 4 strikeouts. Did allow the 1-run score, but he was mowing down hitters left and right, making them look silly. And they brought in a pinch hitter to get the job done. So I think there's a lot of better managing on the other side in this game. The Astros almost lost this game, but they won against a 19-9 team. Now that team is 19-10. Baby steps. baby steps. That's all you can ask. So, anyway, so guys, that's all I got for this Locked On Astros podcast. Sorry I called Singleton hitting 3 home runs, and he only hit 1. I apologize for not following through my promise, but go and make us your first listen on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Go and check out the Locked On Astros podcast. Make us your first listen. We actually like the Astros so much that Brett's going to do another podcast in a little bit. So if you want to hear his reaction from being at the game, go ahead and listen to him. So go and make us your first listen and subscribe to us. Tell your friends, your amigos, everybody about the Locked On Astros podcast. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Brett's going to see you soon. Go Astros.